Hey, it's Jane. I want to talk to you guys today about what to do when you're uninspired, and if you find yourself going, okay, what if I'm uninspired to create art or write the music or just write if you're a writer? It doesn't matter what form of art that you do, there's a flow to it. And I talk about channeling in another video recently. And I'm going to create a video on telling you guys some methods of how to channel more effectively. But we all hit those ebbs and flows as artists and creators. And sometimes we kind of have to roll with those punches. But there are times when you're uninspired and you can definitely push through it. It's almost creating the fire within you, rubbing two sticks together until you get that fire so that you can create. Sometimes that works, and I do recommend that. However, it depends on your response. You have to really listen to how your creativity responds to you. One of the most important things that I believe artists can learn is to respect the times when we're uninspired, to respect the inspiration, and then respect those ebbs and flows, and respect the uninspiration when we hit those blocks, quote unquote. And if you force it, because you don't want to force it, you're going to find that you're going to be met with that resistance, and you're going to just throw your guitar down, or you're going to throw all the paint and the canvas across the room. Those are the times whenever you give up and you say, screw it, I cannot do anything today. Your mojo's not with you. Those are the times whenever source, the creative source, the absolute infinite creative source that we gather from, is telling us to just pipe down just a little bit and be able to rest, because our creativity cannot be, it's like a battery. It can't always be turned on, tapped in. You can practice that, but you have to, number one, you have to respect that. You have to respect that you are an extension of creative source. So therefore, in the times that you find yourself distracted, uninspired, etc., or you just can't seem to get through that one painting or that one chapter that you're trying to write, and it's just not flowing, you have to check and see, are there things in your life that are of distraction to you? Do you have personal matters that are bothering you? You're just not feeling it. Those times when you're just not feeling it, it's really good to meditate upon what it is that is stopping you. And there are times whenever you can find that source, and you, by process of elimination, you can write down all the things that may be bothering you and get them out, and then clear your head. And then therefore the flow can start again. And then there are times whenever, like I said, you have to respect the resistance, and that's when source is telling you to go and unwind and recharge your battery, whether that be through meditation, whether that be through reading a book, whether that be going and watching a movie, just actually enjoying life and being. Because as creators, we enjoy what we do and we're passionate about what we do. However, sometimes we just have to be. And as somebody who has always been creating, and I've been, I came into this life, and even from a young age, I knew I was an artist because I started drawing very young, and that always stuck with me. And so there was nothing else that I felt that I was other than being a creator and being an artist. So I'm sure some of you can relate to that. However, I did find in my own personal journey, I did find things that actually were of a distraction and ended up being inspiring for my work later. Like in 2014, I took up gardening, and I loved it. And I planted all these wonderful sunflowers. I planted sunflowers that were mammoth Russians. I planted autumn mixes. I planted the cut flower kinds, and I planted perennials like hyacinths and dandelions and foxglove, and I learned their properties, and I also learned some of their metaphysical properties because that's who I am. It became such a huge inspiration spiritually, soulfully. It fed my soul. I recommend, when you are uninspired, to go to those things that you find nourishing to your soul, whether that be gardening, whether that just be meditating, just being. Go watch your favorite show. Now, don't watch too much of it because that'll just actually turn you off. So there's a balance there. You got to find what it is that works for you, that is outside of actually creating, that can help you create and yet still be a distraction. I hope that you found this video informative and inspiring. I'm really grateful to have you watch me today and through the Art and Soul series, because it's not just about me, it's about you and everybody else relating as creators and artists and, you know, people who naturally create and are driven to create. And that's part of your legacy. So please don't stop creating, even if you are uninspired. There's a reason for it, and you have to be the alchemist and take what you can from it and learn from it, and you will definitely, it'll come back to you one way or another, however you choose to work through it. So thank you. Paint, draw, and open that third eye. Thanks.